we were out last night with friends of ours, and they offered us poppers. So poppers is a thing, and they're not gay. They're a married couple. By the way, the amount of married people that swing or have open relationships is kind of like insane. It's almost everybody.
You think it's good? Yeah, I don't think it's good.
No, I think morality. I think we've been talking. I think morality is very, very low. I think we don't care about morals like that anymore. I think everything's. I think that everyone feels like it's the end of the world is coming, and that everyone just wants to live the way they want to live because they think at any moment their life could be over. Between a mass shooting, a nuke, a disease, they think that. So I want to do what I want to do, and guess what? I don't want to only have sex with one person the rest of my life, so I'm bringing another man or woman into my marriage, and if you don't like it, we're getting a divorce.
And I see it all over the dating apps.
Really?
They go all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, this girl, okay, interesting. I like what she likes. And then she's like, oh, in a relationship, but he knows I'm on here. It's all good.
Interesting.
And I'm like, I don't even want that energy in my life.
Yeah.
Because for me, it's like if the Yankee players could play a game for the Mets.
Yeah.
Then what's the point of the team?
Exactly. Then it makes no sense. Yeah, I had a friend of mine just tell me this the other night that he met these random two girls at a bar, had a threesome with them. He said they were being like it was crazy sex fuel thing. And
this guy has a lot of stamina. Damn.
And then I know. And then
I mean, that sounds like a nightmare.
I know. He said till 6 o'clock in the morning.
That's a nightmare.
And then the girl left, and she was like, "Oh shit, I gotta go. I gotta take my boyfriend to work or something." He was like, "You have a fucking boyfriend?" She was like, "Yeah, I have a boyfriend." And I was like, "Wow."
Would that piss you off? Because you're in the fog.
I'm in the fog. I'm free. I'm open. I'm gay, as you can tell by my shirt. What I will say, and this is the way I've always been, and I don't know what this is, and it actually is it actually is a kind of like a point of contention with I think any relationship I've ever been in is I don't care about infidelity. I never have cared. Like if my girlfriend cheated on me and they told me, I don't even know that I'd break up with them. I would break up with them if it just wasn't a connection.
No, we're not talking about cheating. We're talking about these things where they're on the dating app going, I just want a casual friends with benefits.
Oh, yeah. That, you mean like...
Then there's a dick roster.
Right. Well, I think that's the thing. I think our egos make us think like, oh, we've had sex with this person and they're only having sex with us. And it's like, no, the truth is the person that, if you're single right now and you're out there having sex with, you've got a roster of chicks, chances are the chicks has a roster of dicks.
Of course, they probably have double the dicks.
Double the dicks, rosters of chicks and dicks. So I think that I think that there's a sexual freedom happening. There's a sexual liberation. And I just don't think sex means the same to people anymore. It doesn't mean the same thing. I don't think you have to have love and a connection anymore.
Are you watching these court cases? It seems to mean a lot.
What do you mean, like the Amber Heard?
I'm traumatized. It was so traumatizing.
Well, I think that's after the fact. I think that there's two things. I think one, people come out, they say like, oh, I can be sexually liberated, blah, 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 but then that's not really what it is. And then time goes by and they're like, shit, I feel bad about myself. And then I think that's one, and that's the genuine. But then I think there's, disingenuine people that are like, oh, let me advance my life by complaining about this or that, when it's like, you had a bad date.
But it is frustrating. It's like it carries all this weight, but also everyone's in an open thing. It's like, I don't get.
Yeah, it almost feels like the idea of being with one person for the rest of your life is almost impossible in today's world, where it was very possible in, 50 years ago. It was very possible to do that, where now it just feels like people are like, oh, instead of your parents sleeping in separate rooms, why don't you just go let your parents go out and you'll get new parents? That's kind of what happens, where it's like, oh, I'll just get a new stepmom or a new I'll keep getting stepdads every 5 years, like I'm leasing cars. Like literally every time I lease a new car, I lease a new step parent. And I don't know if I'm all the way against that, because it's like, we're only going to live once, right? So why do I only have to have one set of ideas and one way of life for my whole life? Why does that have to be? Your children are your children, and that's the universe gave them to you, so you stay with them for life. But the partners that you choose, because you don't choose your kids. They're chosen for you. They're given to you by some higher power, but you do choose your partner. So like, or maybe we should start to do like sabbaticals for relationships. Like, you can legally step out for a year. Just step away for a year. You could do it.
Interesting.
Why don't we do relationship sabbaticals? Yeah, I'm on a sabbatical right now.
That'll go over great.
Cut that part out.